This quick video is showing the results of the ABR work over the period of just above 1 year, say 1 year and 3 months. And I think it's a lot of lessons and demonstrations that we can extract from it, even when being compact and just studying the pictures. So first point is what we're seeing here is the obvious set of the structural transformations, right? So you see structural transformations are very, very visible. And that's the first key point that we get from ABR, right? So our central statement, well, even the pronounced structural deformities are not set in stone, are not fixed, but with the ABR instruments and tools and strategies, they have significant capacity for reversibility, even if the child is not particularly small, right? So like here we talk about the child who is 12 years old when we started. And here you can see a whole number of the important transformations. You can see everything changing in a very systematic way, right? Again, it's not this panic mode, let's block her and let's try to get the thing into the corset and so on. We talk about the systematic mode of approach. And when the systematic mode, we can see that the horizontal shoulder girdle has changed. So we can definitely see the improved positioning of the shoulder blades, improved depth. That's very clear. So this horizontal factor is changing. Then, as we go further, we can see another very important thing. So that's a change in the bulging side, right? So you see with the bulging side, we can see that the actual hump is transforming, is becoming less sharp, and the orientation of the ribs is starting to get less vertical. On the other side, we can see here, right, that the ribs, which are on the weak side, they are also connecting. So they were disconnected, and the ribs number 12, 11, 10, 9, so they were literally just floating and being completely out of the picture. So now that connection has improved and we see the additional strength. And of course, going further, we can see the significant transformations of the lower girdle, of the pelvic girdle, and through this, the important things which came as the transformations of the total connection that goes to the sacrum and to iliacs. So, and then of course improved sitting platform and so on. So that's very, very clear, this overall set of the structural changes. Now, if I redraw it and get back to the same triangle, we can see also the other factor. So besides of the structural changes that are very obvious, there are also functional changes. So functional changes, this young lady, this girl, so she started to get a lot better control of her walking. So she tilts less, she gets tired a lot less, she's more confident, she walks longer distances, and thanks to much improved strength of the torso and the connections, she is also even regaining her running, which she has lost as scoliosis was progressing and developing. So that's the functional part. And then the third thing is, let's say, metabolic visceral part. So this is where we can see how this situation where the total tone of the abdomen, the total rib cage capacity, and the total kind of transition of coordinations between the respiration, digestion, and the bowel movement, or the mechanical representatives, has also improved. So she is better in her bowel movement, she's better in her digestion, she's better in the way how the confidence in getting the food, and so on and so on. So her relationship with food and her relationship with the toilet, if you wish. So all these components have improved, and physiologically she also sleeps better and so on. And then if we continue and now integrate all these factors of the physical side, what we're also seeing, we are seeing that her overall mental and emotional capacity, right, the whole personality manifestation has improved. She's much easier in contacting other people. She feels a lot more confident. She is a lot more engaged in the ability to respond and read the other members of the family and the family friends. So her total personality presence and the personality integration has improved. And now the important thing is what we were doing directly. We were only working at this component, really improving her background physical capacity, and the other factors, functional improvements, came without the training as a bonus. Metabolic improvements came without any special extra therapies, treatments, pills, supplements as a bonus. And her overall mental and emotional and behavioral, I probably have to add it here, right? And behavioral component. So that component, the personality aspect, the ease of living for herself and for the parents, that has improved also automatically as she has improved with her total bodily confidence and competences, and it became less kind of difficult to integrate her body into the environment. So we can see that immediately the easy, nice, and like forthcoming and friendly sides of her personality, they immediately started to be the leading factors. So that's really a very important lesson that I want you to have through this. And it starts with the fact that yes, ABR has the power, has the intelligence, if you wish, the capacity of using the tools which are easy and which are providing these miracles of changing the structure. But at the same time, besides by improvements through the improvements of structure, you are also gaining a number of important benefits functionally, metabolically, and from a sensory perspective as well. So that is the bridge that leads us to the personality manifestations and the improvements of the quality of life. So I thought that this would be a good example to share because everything here presented is in a very compact way. And now, if you ask me how long did it take, how much work did the family do? So in fact, this was a relatively regular but very consistent work. So we over here we talk about averaging 8 to 10 hours a week with ABR tools, and therefore, respectively, the total transformation here is probably worth about 500 hours of the homework. But considering the fact that the girl is really happy with receiving the ABR exercises, she likes them, and she self-entertains herself by just studying, the videos or being on the tablet. So in fact, it's physically easy, it's organizationally easy, it's something which is not difficult to deliver at all. So, and you can see these simple things can really transform the life of a child and the life of the entire family, as long as you are being systematic, consistent, and doing the right things in the right sequence. So I hope this helps and also serves as an inspiring example both for the families who are already doing ABR and also for those who are considering this journey for themselves. Thank you. Cheers.